Every morning for billions of years, the sun has risen over Earth, warming oceans, lighting forests, and powering every living thing on this planet. But imagine waking up tomorrow, and the sun is simply gone. No explosion, no warning, just an empty sky where the brightest object in our solar system used to be. What would happen to Earth if our sun suddenly disappeared? Surprisingly, Earth wouldn't notice immediately. Light from the sun takes about 8 minutes to travel across the 150 million kilometers between our star and our planet. That means, for 8 full minutes after the sun vanished, sunlight would still be racing through space toward Earth, and life below would continue as if nothing had happened. Then, exactly 8 minutes later, the last ray of sunlight would reach Earth. In a single moment, daylight across the planet would vanish. The sky would turn black. Cities, oceans, forests, everything would suddenly be plunged into darkness unlike anything humanity has ever experienced. But the sun does far more than provide light. Its immense gravity holds the entire solar system together. Every planet, asteroid, and comet follows its orbit because of the sun's powerful pull. If the sun vanished, that invisible force would disappear instantly, and the planets would no longer orbit anything at all. Freed from the sun's gravity, Earth would continue traveling through space, but no longer in a stable orbit. Instead, our planet would shoot forward into the darkness of interstellar space, becoming what astronomers call a rogue planet, a world drifting endlessly between the stars. Back on Earth, the consequences would begin almost immediately. Without the sun's heat, temperatures would start dropping within hours. The planet still holds some warmth in its oceans and atmosphere, but without constant solar energy, that heat would begin slowly escaping into space. Within 1 week, Earth's average temperature could fall below freezing. Lakes would begin turning to ice. Crops would fail. Plants that rely on sunlight would begin dying across the entire planet. Nearly every ecosystem on Earth depends on sunlight. Plants form the base of the food chain, converting solar energy into life. Without that energy, entire ecosystems would begin collapsing, triggering a global extinction event unlike anything in human history. Over time, the oceans would begin freezing from the surface down. But because water holds enormous amounts of heat, the process would take much longer than most people expect. Yet life might not disappear entirely. Deep beneath the frozen oceans, ecosystems exist that never depended on sunlight at all. Around hydrothermal vents on the ocean floor, strange creatures survive using energy from Earth's internal heat. Humanity might attempt to survive underground. With advanced technology, geothermal energy, and nuclear power, small groups of people could potentially build underground habitats to endure the frozen surface world. Eventually, even Earth's atmosphere would begin freezing. Nitrogen and oxygen would slowly condense into icy layers on the surface, leaving the planet surrounded by an increasingly thin sky. Over millions of years, Earth would continue drifting through interstellar space, a silent, frozen world carrying the remnants of a once-living planet. All of this destruction would begin just 8 minutes after the sun disappeared. The star that lights our skies every day is more than just a bright object in the sky. It is the fragile source of energy that makes life on Earth possible.